This entire video is dedicated to the tools and brushes at Seint Beauty and what makes them unique and why you need them in your makeup routine. So when you're starting off with Seint, I always say one of the few mistakes you could make is by not ordering a brush. You want to make sure when you start off that you get at least one of our double-ended brushes. That way you're setting yourself up for success and you can blend and apply our makeup the way it's supposed to be. So at Seint, most of our makeup is cream based. We do have a few powder products like our eyeshadows or our illuminators, but especially with cream makeup, you want to make sure you have the right kind of brush that is applying the makeup and blending it. Blending is key with our makeup. It's all a natural application. You want it to go on flawlessly and last all day long. And so the brushes are going to be what makes that happen for you. So all of our brushes are double-ended, so you're gonna get two brushes for the price of one. So it's a great deal. They last you a long time. They are high quality, and as I said before, they are specifically made for cream makeup. So they are unlike any brush, I promise, that you have right now in your brush collection. So you can get away with one brush for almost your entire face of makeup. Or you can become that person who loves all the brushes, owns all of them, and has a favorite for each unique purpose that they give. So I'm gonna walk you through in this video real briefly and show you each brush that we have and talk a little bit about the unique purposes of the brushes. So my very first brush that I had from Seint was the 3D brush. So the 3D brush is the brush that I recommend the most if you're starting off with Seint and your budget only allows you to get one brush and you say, give me the best brush that is gonna help me highlight and contour my face, maybe even throw some blush on there and some illuminator. So what I love about the 3D brush is it makes a very fast application of doing your makeup. This round edge gives you a really nice medium coverage, and then you flip it and you have this dome edge that makes it so easy to apply and blend your contour because it has that dome edge that is super soft, and yet it gives you a precise application for contouring. So I love this brush because it's so user-friendly. It's a great starter brush, and that is the 3D brush. It's so hard for me to say that I have a favorite brush. I can't say I have a favorite brush, but another great starter brush would be the blush and bronzer brush. So this is probably our biggest brush that we have. It packs a powerful punch because, well, I feel like it does all the things. So you might go, how can I contour with this big brush? Trust me, you can. And you'll see me do that often actually. So we call it the blush and bronzer brush. This smaller edge is really great for applying your blush, super soft, and it just fits right in the perfect place for applying your blush. The fluffy end of it is really, really nice for applying your bronzer. So I'm a big bronzer fan. No matter what season of the year it is, you need to warm your face up, and I love the big end for applying bronzer because it just gives you a really nice application and applies it on there beautifully. The great thing about this brush, and this is just a little trick, you can actually get this brush with our bronzer, our Bella Cream Bronzer, for a deal. You can bundle it for $40. So typically this brush is $36 and our bronzer is $14. When you bundle the two together under the bundle section of our website, you're gonna pay $40. So that means you're only spending $4 for the bronzer, you're saving $10. It's a trick I like to tell my customers who are first starting off with Seint, a way to save you some money. And I love telling women about that deal because this is also a great starter brush because you could do almost your entire face with this one brush. Yes, you can even contour with this brush. I love the smaller end to apply my main highlight. I love to pinch the end of this brush and blend my contour in. It's also really nice because you can apply your main highlight, your contour, your accent highlight. You can even throw your blush and your bronzer all strategically placed like finger painting and blend it all out with this one brush. And I show you how to do that. It is a great brush to add to your collection. My absolute favorite brush to contour with is the detail brush. So those two brushes I just shown you, you can use them for contouring, but if I were to pick my favorite one for contour application, it's definitely this one. You can see in the detail brush, it has this larger end that's nice and flat that really hugs your cheekbones, that can really apply that contour line and make contouring so easy. I also love it because you can contour your jawline. So simple. You can throw contour on both sides of your nose to make your nose look a little thinner, or in my case, a little straighter. It's perfect. Then you flip the end of that brush and it has the smaller end that's perfect for applying your accent highlight. You can even do your eyeshadow with it. The detail brush is a great brush. Are you catching on that all of these brushes, you could do your entire face of makeup with them? But it's so easy once you add one, you want to have them all because you find they're so high in quality, they're so amazing in the applications that they give, and they are worth every penny that you spend on them. If you're somebody who you have troubled skin, maybe your skin is more texturized or you have a lot of redness, the buff brush is going to be your friend. So the buff brush is our most dense packed brush that we have. We have a larger angle on this side that's really, really nice for applying your main highlight. So the buff brush is my favorite for applying my main highlight because I'm somebody who has a lot of redness with my rosacea, and I have a lot more texture on my nose. So this dense end of the buff brush is really, really great for strategically applying my main highlight and really helping that cream to go on and stay on. The smaller end of the buff brush is really, really nice for applying your contour and blending it. It's also great for applying your accent highlight because it has the smaller end of it. One thing that I love about the brushes is if the more you use it, the more you realize you can do your entire face with one brush because it's so easy. These brushes will get the product off of them. They're going to get the product, you dip it in the product, you go right in your face, it's going to switch the product over so you don't have much residue left. I will talk to you in a minute about cleaning and sanitizing your brushes, but one really easy tool that we have that goes right in your compact is this one right here. This is called our brush tile. It's a cleaning tile. It's like a sponge in a tin that you put right in your compact. So if you want to switch in between colors, you can take your brush and wipe it in there and it's going to clean it like that. It won't sanitize your brush, but it is going to get excess product off. And I love, love, love how the cleaning tile does that for my brushes. If you use any powder products, specifically setting powder to set your makeup, or any of our powder illuminators, the powder brush is going to be one you'll want to add. So I love the powder brush. It's often overlooked, but it's really, really good. It has this angled, really dense side. You know, I told you that the buff brush was our most dense brush. I'm gonna have to say the powder one might beat it by a hair. No pun intended. But the powder one has this great dense end that's really good for applying your main highlight, and then has this softer angled side that's really good for just pressing any powder on that you may have or setting powder. You could also contour your face with this brush because it has that angle side that's really, really nice and precise. As I said, it's an overlooked brush, but it's really, really great to have in your collection. And last, but certainly not least, amongst our larger brushes that we have is the blend brush. So if you had to ask me what my favorite brush is for applying and blending my bronzer, blush, and illuminator, I'm going to tell you it's the blend brush. It's even really, really good for applying your main and accent highlight. And here's why. So the blend brush gives you the perfect airbrush application. It has this bigger end that's extremely soft and fluffy. So it's going to just put the right amount of product on, which is exceptionally perfect for women who fall in the mature skin category, because this is cream makeup that won't settle into your lines, but a big key in that is making sure you're not applying too much makeup on. So the blend brush is really going to help you with that. The smaller end is really nice for precision applications such as your accent highlight, or smaller areas if you have a smaller cheek and you want to apply your illuminator very strategically, or you want to also do your eyeshadow, you have that smaller end of the blend brush. It's also a great brush. It's probably my favorite brush to use in the summertime, because in the summertime I want to apply as little product as I can, so that way it lasts all day and our makeup will do just that. I love, love, love the blend brush. Honestly, if I had to say, if you fall in the mature skin category and you're trying to decide between a brush, I would recommend either the blush and bronzer brush or the blend brush, or maybe both. You can't go wrong with getting more than one brush. We do have 4 smaller size double-ended brushes that have unique purposes. The first is our line brush. So our line brush has this really small, precise angled side to it that is really great for filling your eyebrows, using and applying our eyeliner, lining lips, and then you can flip it and it has that spoolie side to it that you can use to apply our brow wax. So the line brush, very tiny, very precise, and it is a fantastic brush to add to your collection. One of my favorite brushes to use to apply my lipstick is our Multitasker. So our Multitasker, it's a multitasker. So you can use this flat end of it to contour your nose, apply your eyeshadow. You can use the smaller and also apply your lipstick. Then the smaller end's really great for lining your lips, maybe using it to put some eyeliner on. It's just got a really nice small tip to it. And when I say it's a multitasker, it really is. We have 2 brushes that are specifically made for eyeshadow. The first is the Smudge Brush. So the Smudge Brush is a beautiful brush for blending your eye makeup out. It has a larger flat end to it, and then it has a dome side that's more densely packed. So I love to use this brush to blend my eyeshadow all together. It's also really great for color correcting. So if you do any color correcting in the beginning before you apply your foundation, the Smudge Brush is perfect if you're color correcting any acne or scars that you may have, especially if you have mature skin. It's a good one to have to apply any color correcting underneath the eyes for your dark eye circles that you may have. And last but certainly not least is our eyeshadow brush. So it's the one brush I don't have that matches the rest of them. I have the older version, but it is our eyeshadow brush. It is my favorite brush to apply my eyeshadow because it does it all. So it has a fluffy end that is just perfect for applying eyeshadow all over, nice and fluffy, nice and just airbrush effect, and then it has a smaller dome end that is perfect for applying colors in strategic places where you really want them to be defined and precise. So that's that. That's our brushes in a nutshell. You can get one brush and apply your makeup. I always recommend at least ordering maybe 2, considering adding one of the smaller brushes to do your eye makeup or your lip application. Last but certainly not least amongst our tools is our Perfector. So I love our Perfector. It is just a fluffy cloud of goodness that you get wet, you squeeze the excess water out, and you're gonna bounce it on your face, and it's going to push that cream makeup in so that it looks more natural and help blend your makeup. And then it's also gonna get any excess makeup off that you may have. And I always say that's really the only mistake you'll make with this makeup is by applying too much. And so the Perfector is definitely something you don't want to forget. If you're curious about how to clean your brushes, it's so easy to do. We have our brush cleaner. So what you're gonna do with this is you can spray the brush directly, or you can spray the cleaner on a clean paper towel or washcloth. Then you'll take your brush and you're just gonna rub it around there, and it will instantly clean your makeup. It's going to remove bacteria off of your brush. It's going to remove the makeup off of your brush, and it's also going to condition your brush. So that means it's gonna make it nice and soft again. Smells so good. I think it smells like a cupcake. And your brush is set to go. You can use it in under 30 seconds. It's a dry brush cleaner, and it's definitely a must-have and will last you a long time. So if you have any questions about what brush would be best for your type of skin and the application that you want, let me know. We have a brush that's going to meet your needs. It's definitely something you don't want to not have. And if you have a couple of these brushes and you're looking to maybe step up your contour up a little bit, or maybe step up your eye makeup, add one of those brushes that are specifically made to have more precise contour application, or maybe filling your eyebrows and so forth. When you have the right tools in your makeup routine. You're setting yourself up for success. Seint makeup is so easy to apply and do. It's so gorgeous on the skin. You don't want to make the mistake and not have a brush. Set yourself up for success by having the right tools.